Hello and welcome back to the Happy Accidental Gardener channel. My name is Estelle. I am your Happy Accidental Gardener. Now, I haven't posted in a while, but that's because, well, life happens. So in the upcoming video, you'll see some of the things that I recorded but didn't edit or post during winter and early spring of 2022 that get us to full garden 2022. I certainly hope you enjoy it. And yeah, let's get started. These are just 3 of the seed catalogs that I shop from. Baker Creek has fabulous seeds. They have even more than in their seed catalog they have online. They're absolutely fabulous. You can get rare seeds and heirloom seeds there as well. I definitely shop from Park Seed. I also use their seed starter system, which has come in handy. I've used it more than once. It's fabulous. I shop from Roar Seeds, a great seed house out of the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area, family owned. I have actually been there. Their employees are super helpful. And if you're close to the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area, they have great events. They even have tours of their garden. Yes, Roar Seeds has their own garden where they test things out, where they see what varieties they want to sell to us. And they also grow their favorite varieties, so they are supplied with fruit and veg throughout the year as well. But those are not the only places that I shop from. I do shop from a lot of places online. Every seed company that I shop from, I will include down below, so you can check out what they have to offer and see what you want to put in your garden this year. While you are doing your planning for your upcoming garden, it is an excellent time to go through the seed stash that you already have. And if you are a gardener, whether you're new to this or true to this, I'm pretty sure you have a seed stash. Whether they're seeds you have purchased or seeds you have saved, you have a seed stash. Some people use old photo albums to keep them. Some people keep them cataloged in plastic shoe containers. Me, I have a seed bowl. I actually pulled this out and put everything in this bowl. But as long as you keep your seeds in a cool, dry place, after you do your initial planting, your seeds should last you really 2 to 3 years, depending on the seed. And there's an excellent way to make sure your seeds are still viable before you chuck everything that's more than 2 years old. We don't want to have to buy any more seeds than we absolutely have to. And even as I'm saying that to you, I absolutely know that's not the truth, because there are some seeds that I'm definitely going to purchase more seeds. I'm definitely purchasing more seeds this year. Did you see these absolutely fabulous sunflowers? Do I not need those in my life? Of course I do. Do I have space for sunflowers? Of course not. Am I going to figure out a way to make it work? Yeah, I am. Here is a spread out of my seed packs. I've got hot peppers, sweet peppers, bush beans. I've got corn. Even my corn is specially selected so that it only gets about 6 feet tall so that it can be grown in a grow bag. I've got tomato seeds, bush melon seeds, peanuts. Last year I pulled them too fast, but I do want to try those again. I've got honeydew and Crenshaw melon. The Crenshaw melon was really good. So I just have a lot of choices, and I will be sorting through all of that, deciding what I want to grow, deciding if I want to add anything new, if I want to try anything new this year. I think I might try grapes, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that goes. Paper towel germination is just as easy as it sounds. What you want to do is place your seeds in a paper towel, and then we're going to put them in a plastic bag and keep them in a south-facing window and see how many of the seeds that we've placed have germinated. These are seeds from a red lettuce pack that I got a couple of years ago, and then I had a lot of lettuce packs and then just not growing it. This is from Swiss chard. That pack was packed for 2018, and these are from broccoli that were packed from 2019. I picked 3 types of seeds that have the same temperature profile roughly. For instance, watermelon seeds, squash seeds, and tomato seeds need a warmer environment to sprout. These three vegetables, green leafy vegetables, require roughly the same temperature profile to start. So we are going to dampen this paper towel. Well, first we're going to put it in the plastic bag, then dampen this paper towel and set it in the south facing window. Now, this is a great way to calculate the seed germination rate of any packet you have. It can be done for tomatoes and peppers and melons and lettuce and radishes and so on and so forth. So if your seed packet is a little bit older or you're just not sure, this is a great inexpensive way to test that out. The very best thing about starting garden planning in January is dreaming of the fabulous produce and the wonderful days I will get to spend in my garden this spring, summer, and fall. And it definitely takes my mind off of the cold, dreary days of January. Thank you so much for stopping by. I certainly hope that you'll stay on this garden journey with me all year long. And just in case it comes up, this is not how I store my seeds. I normally store them in mason jars in the back of my refrigerator, but it was certainly easier to show them to you this way. The fruit trees, all 8 fruit trees, I'm not sure how I ended up with 8. I'm trying not to get any more, but we'll see how the spirit moves me. The fruit trees have been sprayed. So I am late spraying my fruit trees. It should be done at least twice during the winter. First when they go dormant after complete leaf drop, and then in late winter. Technically this is still late winter. We're in mid-March, so official start of spring is about a week and a half away, although you wouldn't know it based out that the reason why that window looks so bright right now is because there's snow outside that window. It is mid-March in zone 7A, and we got snow and ice yesterday. So it's just another sign that nature's going to do what nature's going to do, and you need to protect your plants as best you can. So all of these lovely plant babies will be staying in the garage just a little bit longer. These are the 2 products that I'm using, Dormant Spray and Liquicop. There are certainly other brands, other manufacturers, but you will be able to find some variation of Dormant Spray, Liquicop, Fruit Tree Spray in your local nursery, or sometimes even in a big box store. And it will tell you can also find the information online, but it'll tell you how much to mix and how much to spray and when. I know I haven't been around all winter to talk about my cold frame, but it actually has been working. There were some obvious gaps and air leaks, so I filled those with wool. I have some scrap wool that I've also been using as weed barrier in the plants, and so I was able to do that, and it actually worked out pretty well. Now, because I was neglectful over the winter, it didn't work out as well as it could have. There is a sizable hole right down here, and I think critters were using that hole to get in and stay warm, so it kept the inside of our greenhouse a little cooler than it probably could have been or should have been. But if you give me a moment to open the greenhouse, I will show you that the plants have survived and they're growing and doing well. So we'll definitely have some broccoli and some collards in spring from plants that we had last fall. So if you'll take a peek in here, you'll see that collard plant is actually bumping up against the glass. So it's a little frozen. You'll see a little broccoli sprout right here. There are some more in the back that I can't show you right now because everything's kind of covered up with snow and ice. I would say this experiment is a limited success in that it could have been better, but most of the plants stayed alive. So I'm definitely happy about that, and I would definitely try it again. Also, don't think these beautiful straw bales are going to waste. They will be part of the spring and summer garden. And as always, we're going to try some new things and see how it works out. But I have a pretty good feeling about our next experiment. As you can see, I'm in my cluttered garage just with an example of how quickly weather changes can impact what's going on with the plants. Last week, literally 7 days ago, I was in here spraying dormant oil and dormant spray. And today we've got bud swell. This is my semi-dwarf white peach tree. Back here, the apple trees, oh, sorry, that's my cherry tree. It hasn't shown any bud swell yet. Well, actually, that's not true. Hold on. So in front here is my white peach. This is a semi-dwarf tree. We've got bud swell. Back here is the cherry tree. You can see, put my hand back there, you can start to see little green buds. Behind that is the apple tree. And on the apple tree, you're starting to see some buds open up right there. The same on the peach and the smaller peach and apple trees I have in the back. And it's literally just 7 days of weather change. Last Sunday, there was still ice and snow on the ground from Saturday's ice storm. And today, the buds are starting to swell. I am going to be leaving these in the garage a little while longer. According to the weather forecast, we're actually supposed to get some sub 30 temperatures in about a week. And I don't want to damage these delicate buds. So they will be staying in their protected environment a little bit longer. Even these hydrangeas that went dormant for the winter, being in containers, starting to see that we're getting some buds down at the base. The hyssop, also known as agastache, you can see that's coming up from the base. So spring is here, things are starting to come back to life, and it looks like the garden is replenishing itself and things will do well. Yay! Literally a week ago, all of this was covered with snow and ice, and I was showing you that even though there were some gaps in the straw and cold air got in over the winter, everything that was in here stayed alive. And I would definitely do a straw bale greenhouse again, or a straw bale cold frame again. I would just make sure next time to block off all the entrances from cold. In the week since it snowed, we've gotten crazy growth, right? We had some broccoli growing in there that's actually bolted because I forgot to open the windows of the greenhouse. So it got super hot in there and the broccoli bolted, but we're actually getting some cauliflower growth. Sorry, I didn't grow cauliflower. We're actually getting some collard green growth. We've got some carrots growing down here. So like I said before, the greenhouse actually has been a success. I just didn't pay as close attention as I should have. And I would definitely do this again, knowing that it works. So that is it for this windy, gray first day of spring here in Zone 7A. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me in my garden. As always, if you like what you see, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, let people know that there are some newbie gardeners out there figuring it out, having fun, having a good time outside. Again, thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys around the garden.